we've seen events in which there's a big gulf between perceptions and law enforcement perceptions around the country. This is not something new. It's always tragic when it involves the death of someone so young. I have to be very careful about not prejudging these events before investigations are completed, because all these are issues of local jurisdiction. The DOJ works for me, and when they're conducting an investigation, I've got to make sure that I don't look like I'm putting my thumb on the scales one way or the other.
All right, folks, welcome to Give Me Five. That was the president yesterday weighing in on Ferguson and the shooting while announcing that Eric Holder was going to the site of the shooting to spearhead the federal investigation. Of course, if I had a son, he would might look like Trayvon, and the cops acted stupidly. So a lot of people saying he learned his lesson from those two remarks in the past. Here's more.
So it's hard for me to address a specific case beyond making sure that it's conducted in a way that isn't transparent, where there's accountability, where people can trust the process, hoping that as a consequence of a fair and just process, you end up with a fair and just outcome.
All right, and then he gets into what some perceive as injustice, unfairness, if you will. Watch.
You have young men of color in many communities who are more likely to end up in jail or in the criminal justice system than they are in a good job or in college. And part of my job that I can do, I think, without any potential conflicts, is to get at those root causes. Now, that's a big project. It's one that we've been trying to carry out now for a couple of centuries. And we've made extraordinary progress, but we have not made enough progress.
All right, and now he talks about the criminal justice system itself. Watch.
Now, part of that process is also looking at our criminal justice system to make sure that it is upholding the basic principle of everybody's equal before the law. And one of the things that we've looked at during the course of where we can make, during the course of investigating where we can make a difference, is that there are patterns that start early. Young African-American and Hispanic boys tend to get suspended from school at much higher rates than other kids, even when they're in elementary school. They tend to have much more frequent interactions with the criminal justice system at an earlier age.
He's implying that there's racism in those statistics, which those statistics, a lot of them are misleading. We've talked about that when those came out months ago. But it's not racism. There are other reasons as well, even if there is some racism. Here's one more.
Sentencing may be different. How trials are conducted may be different. And so one of the things that we've done is to include Department of Justice in this conversation under the banner of My Brother's Keeper, to see where can we start working with local communities to inculcate more trust, more confidence in the criminal justice system.
It's been almost 6 years, Mr. President. You thinking about starting it? And I love the My Brother's Keeper. What a name, My Brother's Keeper. When his own half-brother told me that he wants nothing to do with his African side of the family for political reasons, most probably. And of course, we know how he treated his late aunt. Give me a break, My Brother's Keeper. All right, folks, we're coming back. Your Newsmax Now update is next. Don't go away.